Hi, I'm Sarah. I spoke with the latest player eliminated from the Challenge USA. Cashay and I talked about playing with and without Cinco, the Fab Five, and being underestimated. When did this Fab Five form?
I think it formed on accident, like, well, the name Fab Five, because we're all on a boat on our day off, and Sarah was like, Fab Five. And I was like, yeah, cheers to Fab Five. And they were like, Cash, what are you doing? And I was like, what? Five of us are sitting together. Like, no, I didn't know like that was the name of our alliance. Our alliance was building. I didn't
Mm.
fully understand. Also, Desi and I did not trust her. Like, so I was like, we don't tell Gabe, I
Oh,
don't really trust you. We're not friends. So I didn't really think like this whole thing was forming. Like,
gotcha.
Kayla and Sarah were like trusted her and was close with her, but I was only like trusting them. So I
Mhm.
don't know, it was kind of messy, but that was like when it started. And then we just agreed to like have each other's backs from there.
Okay, gotcha. So you came from Love Island. Do you feel like this hurt you or maybe helped your game at all?
Well, I mean, walking in Love Island was just automatically underestimated just because we came from a dating show.
Mhm.
But being underestimated is kind of like a superpower as well. So I don't know. I feel like being underestimated kind of helped my game because I wasn't targeted
Mhm.
right away. But then I feel like once, people realized my social game and people kind of thought I was playing three different sides when really I was just hanging out, you know?
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, I feel like it's kind of like both. It hurts and helps.
Oh, how about playing with Cinco versus after he left? How did that shift your game?
Oh my God, after he left, I was like so much happier. Like, I just feel like it's one of those like double standard things because everyone to me, the female in the breakup is like, are you okay? Oh my God, you're so strong. I can never do what you do. Oh God, how are you today? Need a hug? Versus like
Mhm.
nobody's going up to Cinco, like, you all right? Must be
Mhm.
so hard with your ex-girlfriend here. Because it's just that double standard of the girl cares a lot, the guy doesn't care at all. So it was just like once he left, I didn't get the are you okay? Like it was just
Mhm.
like I was just regular. I was normal. It wasn't a thing anymore. So for me, it helped my game and it like made me a lot happier when he left.
How did you feel when TJ announced that this was now individual game?
I was excited because for me, anything I ever did in that game, they just blamed it on my partner.
Mm.
Well, he only did well because we're partner. So I was like, okay, great. I'd rather win or lose alone. I'm gonna win by myself. I want to lose by myself. So that's why
Mhm.
I was happy that I went out the way that I went out. Like, because even if I would have won that elimination with somebody else, even if they were on a completely separate hamster wheel, people would say she won because we're partner.
Mhm.
So I was just happy that it was just my own vibe, my own thing.
Well, okay, talking about some of these crazy arenas, some eliminations here. Back when you did a plug and play with Dom, what
Yeah.
the heck was happening here? I mean, good on you. You were amazing, but what was Dom doing?
Nothing. That man, nothing. I think like his one thing was like plug the hole. And I think again, he looked at me as a weak competitor. So before we went in and I was like, hey, like, here's a couple different options on how to block the hole. He's like, I got it. Worry about yourself. I was like,
Mhm.
okay. And I did. And that obviously was not the correct thing to do. I should have looked at him and said, plug the hole. Um,
Right.
but again, like I'm glad that I was able to like bring the win home for us because if it was up to him, we would be home.
Mm, yeah.
Mhm.
But in on a better news, you with Tyson, the
Ah,
barreled treasure. Holy moly. How did you guys pull that out?
I think for me, it was just amazing that I had such an open partner that had my back and the way that he communicated. I always say that he was my best
Mm.
partner because the way he communicated with me was just amazing. I loved it so much. Like he just had my back and I had his. So yeah, it was just a really good experience working with him.
This collect four, Angela and Alyssa are blocking Sarah. Sarah sort of like asking you guys to do different strategies. What was your thinking during this?
My thinking was I have Sarah's back, like, how can I help her? Versus,
Mhm.
like, if I just would have, like, played my own game, I probably could have won that challenge. Not even probably, I think I definitely would have won that challenge if I was just, like, completely focused on myself and not, like, thinking about, "Okay, what can I do to help Sarah?" Da, 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 like, because I was the first one back out of the girls back to my mat, and then I blocked myself and had to run back up. But I think it's one of those things where it's like, I don't regret it because I had her back to the end. But yeah, it was just definitely a lot harder to think about, okay, how can I help this person? What am I going to do? Like, how do I do this? What, it was just a little confusing.
Mhm. And then afterwards, we saw you have a convo with Danny. Were
Yeah.
you pretty worried you were going in? Were you hearing your name?
Yeah, I heard my name a bunch. I think I like knew I was going in if it was up to Danny, and it was, so I went in. But um yeah, I just like for Danny, my conversation with him wasn't even like I'm pleading my case. It was more so like you have to understand I'm a competitor in this game. Like just the fact that I can't swim is not enough to be like you're a weak competitor. Yeah, I'd be considered weak if it was a swim challenge, but
Mhm.
there's so much to me. There's so much more to me than the fact that I can't swim. And I just hated that like I was so overlooked as a competitor because of the fact that I couldn't swim.
Mhm. This first heat in the arena, you just couldn't get it going, it looked
I
like.
couldn't get it going. Oh my God. It was so heavy. It was just steel. And I tried
Yeah.
everything. I was thinking in my head, okay, when a hamster gets on a wheel, it runs and it goes. So that's what I was kind of trying. And I couldn't. So I was running in place. I just could not get it started. It was so hard for me. But I think, after I got the hang of it, like the second round, I was just so proud of myself because it was this close.
It was.
Like I just felt so proud of myself and then a little bit annoyed because I'm like, damn, like I wish I could have done that the first round.
Mhm.
And then I don't know, maybe I could have like pulled out a closer was. But yeah, it was very hard.
Oh, it did. It looked so hard. And then yeah, it was so close. I was like, can she get out and like push it? I was trying to figure out for you.
It's honestly hard, hard, hard.
Well, who are you rooting for that is still in the game? Is there anyone you like?
I'm rooting for my girl Sarah, of course. I'm rooting for her
Okay.
so hard because just like, I mean, now that she finally has her money, I'm rooting for
Mhm.
her heavy. I'm just like, all she wanted was to get her money and just have a chance to compete. And just the fact that like there was so much love there when she took me out, like I can't do anything but stand.
All right, that's nice. Was there a highlight from this experience? What was your favorite challenge or
I think
not?
just being able to do things that you could never do otherwise. Like you're on this show, so you're just doing just things that you never thought that you could do. And I just thought that was just so amazing. I love a new experience. So yeah,
Mhm.
I'm just really happy.
What's the next show you want to go on?
I think I'm good on reality
Oh,
TV.
I was I was gonna say I want to see you on Big Brother. Like you are
I would
confessional
never.
gold. No.
God, no. Oh my God. I would never go on Big Brother. And that's like everyone's saying that on Twitter right now. Put her on Big Brother. I said, absolutely do not put me on Big Brother. I would go and say number one. Number two, like I'm not really good at like playing like a character, like even though I'm an actor in my real life, like I'm not gonna like pretend. I don't make believe. I'm very upfront and blunt and honest. And that's
Mhm.
you have to be the complete opposite of that in Big Brother. I would suck at Big Brother. I don't know why everyone thinks I do good on that show.
We would just enjoy you on it, is
Oh
what
my God.
we're saying.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm TV gold. Oh my God. Like I know you guys have a good time watching me. Especially the live feed.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much.